Welcome to Remedial 1 YouTube channel. In this video, I'm solving question 12 of WASSCE 2022 note deck. So let's start. We have a diagram as per the first part. So we have to find angle WYX and then angle YXZ. Okay, now questions on circuit theorem is based on the theorem that you know. So the first one is we have to identify the angle that we are supposed to find. Angle WYX. What is angle WYX? This is WYX. So this is the angle that we are talking about. Okay, so how do you find this angle? Now let's consider triangle WXY. Two sides are equal. WX is equal to WY, which means that the base angles are also equal. So let's represent this base angle as A. So this whole angle will also be A. Now let's look at the segment XY. This angle and that angle are on this segment, and the angle on the same segment are the same. So this angle too is 64 degrees. So the A part, angle XYW, angle XWY is also equal to 64. The reason being that angles on the same segment are the same. If that is the case, let's consider triangle XYW. Consider triangle XYW. So the sum of angles in a triangle is equal to 180. We know this is to be 64. So AA. So we can say that A plus 64 is equal to 180. So 2A is equal to 180 minus 64. So we have 2A is equal to 116. That when you subtract, then we divide both sides by 2. So this will cancel. So A will be equal to 58. So let's go back. So we are supposed to find angle WYX. So angle WYX will be 58. So angle WYX will be 58 degrees. So let's look at the second one. Let's go back to the diagram. We have to find angle YXZ. So YXZ, so this small angle, that's what we are supposed to find. Now we know this whole angle to be 58. So angle WXY, angle WXY is 58 degrees because base angles of isosceles triangle. Now when you go back, so this angle plus that angle should give us 58. So angle YXZ. So angle YXZ plus angle WXZ. Angle WXZ is 58 degrees. So which means that angle YXZ plus, from the diagram, angle WXZ is 38. So plus 38 is equal to 58. So angle YXZ will be 58 minus 38, which is 20 degrees. So that is the first part. Now let's move to the second part of the question. The probability that a fee and now will pass an aptitude test at 60% and then 80% respectively. We have to find correct to one decimal place the probability that only one of them will pass the test. None of them will. So let probability of a fee, that is 60%. So it will be 60 over 100. When you reduce it, we have 3 over 5. Okay, and then now we'll also pass the test. Is 80. So 80 over 100. And when we reduce it, we have 4 over 5. So these are the probability that they will pass. So let probability that a fee will not pass will be 1 minus 3 on 5, which will be 2 out of 5. and then probability that Na will not pass the test be 1 minus 4 on 5, which will be 1 over 5. So let's go back to the question. We have to find only one of them will pass the test. Now it means that is I, only one will pass the test. Implies that probability that Afi will pass the test and then Na will not pass, or probability that Afi will not pass the test and Na will pass the test. Yes. So these are the options. So what is the probability that Afi will pass? This is 3 out of 5. Na will not pass, which is 1 on 5, plus Afi will not pass. Afi will not pass is 2 out of 5 times Na will pass is 4 out of 5. So when we simplify, here we get 3 out of 25 plus this will be 8 out of 25. So when we simplify, we have 11 over 25. Since the denominators are the same, we just add the numerators. Now we were asked to correct our answer to 1 decimal place. So we have 0.44 when you convert this one. So 1 decimal place will be 0.4. So let's look at the final part. None of them will pass. Probability that none will pass. So this implies that probability that Afi will not pass and probability that Na will not pass. So which is on 5 times 1 on 5. So we have 2 over 25. And when you convert this one to decimal, 0.08. Now to 1 decimal, after the decimal point 1, and this is 8, we add 1 to it, 0.1. Okay. So let's go to the marking scheme. How marks were allocated. How the marks were allocated. Okay, according to the scheme, if a candidate is able to find the 64, we have B1. So in finding angle WYX as M1, the final answer 58 is A1. So in finding the angle, we have M1, and then the final answer is A1. So let's move to the B part. So probability that Afi will not pass the test, so B1. Now will not pass the test, we also have to get B1. So in finding one of them will pass the test, that's M1. Then for simplification, you have another M1. So the final answer, which is 0.4, is A1. So the last one, so none will pass. So in finding the probabilities, that is M1. And then the 0.1 is A1. So making 13 marks. Viewers, thank you very much for watching this video. So we are still on WASSCE 2022 Note Deck. Start with the last question, that is question 13. So stay tuned as I bring you the next question, which happens to be the last question, 13. Bye.